What's up, everyone? Back with you, Mike Cruz, episode 5, 2015 NFL Wildcard edition weekend. So this weekend there's 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. It's going to be a very interesting wildcard weekend. 4 great teams. There's also a battle between the NFC North Ravens and Pitt. So let's jump right into it. First game at 4:35 is Arizona at Carolina on Saturday. Carolina's -6. I'm going to take the Carolina -6. I know all the pieces are still there with Arizona, with Larry Fitzgerald, John Brown. Their defense, they have the best secondary, Cromartie, Patrick Peterson, and also the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So I know all that's there, and but they have no quarterback. Carolina right now with Luke Kuechly on defense, the captain on defense. Their defense is starting to get better each week. Carolina quarterback Cam Newton. I'm a huge Cam Newton fan. When he's hot, he's hot. He plays the best. So you know what? Carolina's my favorite game this weekend. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock one game, and I'm going to do a teaser Saturday and a teaser Sunday. I'm going to pick all 4 games, but I'm going to pick one lock out of the 4 games. So next game is Ravens at Pitt. It's funny because you look at these teams that are in the wild card weekend: Arizona, Carolina, Ravens, Pittsburgh, Cincy, Indy, Lions, Dallas. All the best receivers: Dez Bryant, Megatron, T.Y. Hilton, Reggie Wayne, A.J. Green, Antonio Brown, Steve Smith Sr., even Kelvin Benjamin, and then you got Larry Fitzgerald and John Brown. It's just a funny fact. Ravens at Pittsburgh. They split during the year. I understand Lavelle Bell is questionable, but they picked up free agent Ben Tate, released by the Vikings last weekend. And also Josh Harris, the backup running back. I've been watching him. He's actually a legit backup running back. Obviously, they're not the same without Le'Veon Bell, all-star, Pro Bowler. But the defense for Ravens is just as good as the defense for Pittsburgh. But the offense, Flacco versus Ben Roethlisberger, I'm taking Ben. Running back situation, I understand. I would take, I guess, for the Ravens. But then wide receiver, Antonio Brown is playing some crazy football. He's a stud out there. I actually consider him right now, besides Dez Bryant, and Megatron's not on the same page right now. He's kind of injured. I would say he's the number 1 or 2nd receiver. It would be him, Megatron, and Dez Bryant, obviously. So, with that said, I'm taking Pittsburgh -3. So, that's the 2 Saturday games, 4:35 and 8:15. On Sunday at 1 o'clock, Cincinnati. Lucky Andy Dalton gets a daytime game at 1 o'clock. He's not that good, when the lights are shining on him, but it's a 1 p.m. game. Cincinnati at Indy. Indy -3.5. Indy's defense is below average. Cincinnati's is above average. Okay, so that's one thing I see. I think Cincinnati gets this actually win they've been in the playoffs the last couple of years, lost. I believe they finally get their first win with Andy Dalton. He's got A.J. Green, and if Giovanni Bernard can run the ball and open up the play action for Andy Dalton, I think Cincinnati puts up enough points to beat Indiana in Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis. Because I just see it. Even though I know the running game, Trent Richardson's really not been doing that great, and neither is Ahmad Bradshaw. Just example, Dallas and Indianapolis Colts game. Dallas, a little below average, then below average defenses. Cowboys beat them because they have the same offenses, but a little better. And also, Luck's getting there where he's the quarterback where I start, don't pick against, but he still throws too many turnovers. So I can see him throwing 1 or 2 picks, Cincinnati prevailing off that. And like I said, if Giovanni Bernard has a good running game, I'm taking Cincinnati plus a 3.5. Next game, Lions at Dallas. Reggie Bush is banged up. Calvin Johnson's banged up. Sue is going to actually on defense. Dominic Sue is going to play. So that's a huge factor. Obviously the spread went down from 7 to 6.5 because of that, I believe. Lions at Dallas. Right now, Dallas. I said a couple weeks ago it was Green Bay, Seattle, and Dallas. I think it's now Seattle, Dallas, Green Bay. So I have Dallas on a hot roll. They won all the games they needed to. Philly, they beat the Colts, and then they won last week against Washington and annihilated them. So I'm going to take Dallas minus the 6.5. So that's my games. Carolina minus 6 on Saturday at home against Arizona. Pittsburgh at home minus 3 versus the Ravens at 8:15. Sunday, Cincy on the road plus 3.5, and then Dallas at home minus 6.5 on Sunday. Okay, so my lock out of the 4 games is going to be Carolina minus the 6. Let's go Panthers. I think Panthers are going in hot. Cam Newton, he did it for me last week against Atlanta to go into Atlanta and win. So that's my 1 lock, Carolina minus 6. My 2 team teasers are going to be on Saturday. Carolina at a pick and Pittsburgh plus 3. It's a 2-team 6-point teaser. So again, Carolina just has to win the game and Pittsburgh plus 3. Sunday's teaser is Cincinnati plus 9.5. 6-point teaser, 2 teams, and Dallas is minus a 0.5 point, so all they do is have to win. So 3 locks, Carolina straight up minus 6, the 1 team I'm taking out of the 4 games, and then the 2 team teasers, Carolina at a pick, Pittsburgh plus 3, Cincinnati, that's the 1, and then Cincinnati plus 9.5, and Dallas minus a 0.5 point, all they have to do is win. So that's my 3 locks. So basically, that's that. I will be doing all the playoffs throughout this whole playoffs, and so looking forward to a good weekend, and things to go my way. Also, let me give you my email one more time. It is MIKE Mike Cruz CRUZ MVP as like most valuable player 1 at yahoo.com. That's for my fans to ask me questions, and also people that I'm looking up to maybe send me some how I can do better, maybe how I can do this for the rest of my life. And like I said, Mike Cruz, and I'm out.